This is a very big session for both teams. Session 3 of Weber Cup 15. It's singles all the way, and we're going to kick things off with Martin Larsen up against the big nasty Wes Malott, picking up all sorts of nicknames as he goes along. Larsen had his number last time out, and Larsen begins with a very tasty strike indeed. So Europe off to a good start at the beginning of this session.
A great looking shot from Martin Larsen, playing straight down the lane. Just a little bit of reaction at the back end there, and carries all 10 right in between the 1 and the 3 pin. And that's a great start for him. Now, where's big Wes going to be playing?
Well, I'll be fascinated to see this. Same ball. And a much straighter line. He looked to me, Cass, to be just a touch right of his earlier starting position.
Yeah, well, both guys know there's a big, heavy build-up of ball in the middle of the lane, so they don't want to cross it too much in case it abseils too far to the right, so they much prefer to play straighter down it and keep within a zone.
Yeah, good stuff from Larsen. Just a little bit light on that 10 pin, but they all go down, so it's 2 strikes in a row for Martin.
Yeah, almost identical shot. Gets down to about the 8th board there and breaks up at about 38 feet, turns up into the pocket. How long they can go before they actually think that the lane is changing, the transition of the ore, and then they'll have to make some sort of adjustment. But it's early days yet.
Yeah, good work. That's much more like it from Wes Malott, who has been consistently saying, I am going to master this lane. Don't worry, I'll find a way to play it. Martin Larsen, yet to win a PBA title, but he's had plenty of success on the European and World Bowling Tour. Yes, nice. That's much more convincing from him, and both men are absolutely locked and loaded at the moment.
Yeah, this is what we're waiting to see. Martin Larsen's got the highest score of the tournament so far, these 2.57 from a previous match against Wes. I'm sure Wes is looking for a bit of revenge, but at the moment it strikes all the way for both players.
Well, that just underlines how tough the players have found the conditions this year. You'd have expected 270s, 280s by now. This game could go beyond 2.57. Good bowling from both men. Pair of turkeys. I don't mean that in a derogatory way. That's what they call 3 strikes in 10-pin bowling. And both men have got exactly that. Well, he keeps things quite quiet. If any of these players is going to blink first. Larsen working 3 strikes. We've got to first get in the hole shaft for this year's Weber Cup, and this European crowd, I reckon it's about 90%, 10% in favour of Europe. On their feet for that one, they like that. Yes, nicely done. I have to say, this is ominous because Wes Malott's strikes, all 4 of them, have been rock solid. Larsen had a slightly sluggish 10-pin in the 2nd frame, but 1, 3 and 4, Cass, he's thrown it just that little bit harder, and he's looked very confident.
You're so picky, Simon.
You've got to be, you've got to be. It's tough though, isn't it, when both men are bowling so well?
Well, as you said, I think you said earlier, who's going to be the first one to glitch? And that one glitch could be the game loser. The way they're both lined up on this 1-3 pocket.
Larsen tucks that little finger in underneath the ball. I always think that looks so uncomfortable. But it works for him. And it's worked again. 5 in a row for Martin Larsen. So far, so good for Team Europe.
Tucking the little pinky, as they call it, underneath the hand, round the ball, just makes the bowler feel as though he's getting a little bit more rotation on the ball. Just a little bit more in control with it. And that's a great looking shot. Just a little bit of a lazy 9-pin there. And it doesn't matter, he's hit 5 strikes in a row. He's looking totally lined up. But as is this man as well, so we have got a match on here.
We certainly have. That 9-pin took its time, but eventually the messenger took its feet away. And both men, at the moment, absolutely perfect. Another great shot from Wes Malott. And as we hit the halfway stage in this match, it is honours even. Nothing between these two. Welcome back to the Metrodome here in Barnsley. Fantastic crowd in to watch a quite superb opening singles match. Martin Larsen and Wes Malott have come out of the traps flying. 5 strikes for 5, both men. Larsen then, 6th frame. It's there. Oh, it's there. This is too good.
The lane is holding up really well. It's a totally consistent shot for both players. Martin's playing straight down the lane, and it's getting to the break point, and everything is just right, time after time after time. And now he's looking a bit focused. He's thinking now, well, that's 6. Let's keep going.
Yeah, Malott to try and keep Larsen company on 6 strikes in a row. He's got it. I'll tell you what, the majority of that roll into the pocket, that looked like a strike all the way. One of those strikes where all the pins disappear almost together.
Total consistency, accuracy, and repeatability. It's what these guys have got. This is what the top pros have to do. And when they get on a lane that suits them, they bring their A game, and it's great to watch. And we've got 2 of the top pros here showing exactly what they can do. Look at those maximum scores still.
Frame 7, Larsen. It's all good. And the Team Europe fans complete with unbelievable wigs, providing a bit of colour and plenty of support. Here we go. Doesn't want to throw if he's not ready. Very different atmosphere for these guys. They're used to bowling in PBA and World tournaments down regular bowling centre lanes. Here, you've got the added distraction of people down both sides of the lane, and also our cameras as well with the coverage. And that ring in 10 does for Wes Malott. That was a little wider, came into the pocket on a different angle, and that was always a possibility.
Yeah, well spotted, Simon. Just gets a little wide. Look, it's light in the pocket. And the 6 just goes around the 10, leaves it solid. So his maximum drops immediately to 279 if he can spare this. First spare of the game, if he can make it.
It's done.
Makes it nicely as he does. It's funny, you know, you can shoot strike after strike after strike, and all of a sudden you've got to shoot a corner pin. And you think, oh my God, I haven't bowled one of these for ages.
Until then, oh dear. It's all gone wrong for Martin Larsen and Team Europe.
Just a fraction inside his mark here, and the speed was down. He's got a massive reaction at the back end, straight through the face of the #1 pin, and breaks nothing up. Look at that. That's the 4, the 7, the 10. It's a big split, and you can see the disappointment.
Danger of being an open frame. It is an open frame, and that will really hurt your score. Drops down to a potential maximum of 265. Puts Wes Malott back in control, and I think you're right, Cass. I don't think this is about the condition of the lane changing too quickly. I think that's just 2 shots thrown offline by both men. Punish Larsen for that open.
Yeah, he can see the door is opened, and he's got to push his way through, and a strike here will help. That is a great-looking shot.
Yeah, jumps all over it. Larsen's mistake now feels like a big one.
Yes, he'll be kicking himself. It was a bit unfortunate, but Big Wes has done exactly what big bowlers would do. Pounced on that open frame and shot another strike.
Very respectable in terms of a maximum if he can strike off from here. Foundation frame then for Larsen. And it's a foundation frame with a strike. He's going to be only fractions away from the perfect game at the end of this.
Slight adjustment there on the approach for Martin Larsen. Moved a little bit left, just opened his shoulders up a bit. He may have found a little bit of reaction there, a little bit of difference in the lane. And he's back on a strike in the 9th. Wes here is trying to sew this one up.
What a cracking game this has been. Oh, Malott leaves a 7. It's going to go down to the wire.
It certainly is. How interesting is this one? Just gets a little bit wide here. It comes in light on the head pin. There's a lot of mix going on, but the 7 pin's going to stand up.
Supposed to happen. So does what he has to do to take the spare out, but 6 pins in it.
And it comes to the 10th frame. Comes around so quickly, doesn't it, when you're having a good time?
Well, we've always said it, Cass, when it's a good game, it flies by. And for this crowd here in the Metrodome in Barnsley, this is fabulous entertainment at Webber Cup 15. But if we go back to the overall match score, Europe need this man to find his A-game here. We need you again, Martin.
Yep, really must be a strike.
And it is fabulous.
Just when you needed one, Martin Larsen steps up and doubles in the 9th and the 10th. Gets himself the 2 bonus balls. Still on for 265.
Looking for 2 more strikes for that fabulous 60 pins through the foundation and 10th frame. And he too is going to leave a single pin in the corner. That pesky 10 won't go away.
Opens the door for Wes Malott. Not a bad looking shot. Just a bit light on the head pin, and the messenger won't do the work. Look at that 10 pin standing there. And that pin in the gutter has protected from the messenger. It's got to hold the line for a fabulous 254. Will it be enough?
So 3 pins off the score that brought him victory last time out against Malott. It's not all over, Martin. I know he's feeling it, but this is not easy. Malott has to make this happen, and he's got to finish off with a run of strikes.
Yeah, he's got to hit the first 2 at least. If the first ball's not a strike, it's a European victory.
So 2 or nothing, and we'll do the math for you if he does make the pair. There's the first one, and it was a good one as well. Cleaned them out.
Certainly needs just one more. We'll give him 249, and then a 6 on the last ball will be enough to win. Whole game rests on this ball.
It's for the point then. It's there. Strike from Malott, and now the emotion comes out. And teammates get involved with a few high fives there.
Well, this is the 9th strike of the game for Big Wes. It's the match winner, right in the pocket, carries all 10, and that's great. And look at the reaction of the guys from Team USA.
And if you were in any doubt what this means to these guys, yes, I know we see them next to the lane all chatting and laughing together, but this means so much. And that is quite superb from Wes Malott, and I'm afraid a fantastic game from Martin Larsen. Just a couple of mistakes in there have been punished. And Wes Malott, 259, plays 254. That's another point on the board for Team USA, and I'd have to say it looks like Wes Malott has finally figured this lane out.